Excel has several different kinds of errors, and it's good to know what they mean so that you can diagnose the problem and fix it. For example, here's the value error that you just saw on the prior tab. You get this error when you try to multiply a number value by a text value. That doesn't make sense, and so Excel gives you this value error. And the way to fix it is to go to the cell that you're referencing that contains text and change that to a number, and then Excel calculates. Alternatively, if you wanted the text in that cell, you would need to go in here and change your cell reference to something else. So here I could say 100 multiplied by 100, change my reference, and then I'm getting my calculation without an error. Similarly, you have this name error, and it looks very, very similar because I'm multiplying 100 by x, but the difference here is that I've typed x into my formula rather than making a reference to text in another cell. Now, because I typed it directly into my formula, Excel is assuming maybe I meant to type a function name. If I hit x again, now Excel starts suggesting different functions that I might have meant, so that when I see this name error, I can go back in and possibly correct my typo. If you're getting a name error, you should go in and change to the function that you were trying to type, or if you just accidentally type text, you can go in and change that to the value that you really wanted. This ref error at the top is one that you're going to run into pretty often, and it can be very annoying if you don't know what it means. Let me recreate this for you. Let's say that I want to add the value in this cell to the value in this cell. I'm going to start here in B2, typing a formula with equals, and then I'm going to arrow over to my 10, type plus, and then arrow over to my 20, and when I hit enter, it's going to calculate. But what if I go over here and I delete these columns with control minus? Now Excel is making a reference to a cell that doesn't exist anymore, so it gives you this ref error. Even if I go over here and replace my 10 and replace my 20, these are now different cells than you had before, and Excel doesn't know that that's where you want to make the reference. So the only way to fix this is to go in here and make a new reference to the new values that you've created. And once you do that, it'll calculate correctly. This num error occurs when you have a number that's outside the scope that Excel handles. Now, Excel can handle very small numbers and very large numbers, but there's still a limit. Right now, we've created a circular loop where cell B5 is referencing itself plus A5 with a value of 100 and raising that to the power of 100. So there's nothing in B5 except then it adds 100, raises it to the power of 100, and it's a circular loop. Then it adds 100 again, raises to the power of 100 again, and it continues on and iterates until it reaches a number that's so large that Excel breaks and gives us this number error. This div error is pretty self-explanatory. It occurs when you divide any number by 0, which of course is not going to give you a valid value. All you have to do in this case is change that value to a number or make it a reference to a number that's not 0. Moving back here, if I want to change these value errors, all I need to do is go down to the text cell that they're referencing, this X, and put an actual number value in for revenue growth. So here I'm going to choose 3%, and for COGS, let's say 54%. And now that my text has been changed to a number value, that's flowing through and my formula is calculating correctly.